How well does your country's education system prepare students to master basic skills in reading and math? The Align for Minimum Proficiency process can answer this question. Align stands for Align Learning Inputs to Global Norms. The Align process is a locally led evidence-based gap analysis. It uses the Global Proficiency Framework, or GPF, as a reference to help countries determine if their education system enables learners to meet global norms in reading and math. The GPF outlines standards for reading and math instruction for grades 1 through 9. Each standard represents the minimum proficiency, or basic knowledge and skills, a student should be able to demonstrate at each grade level. These standards were developed by education experts around the world and apply to learners regardless of country or language of instruction. They are based on research in reading and math instruction and on trends in national assessments and curricula worldwide. The Align process was designed to help decision makers examine the components of their education systems: curriculum, teaching and learning materials, teacher training, and assessment. There are 4 key steps of the process. First, make sure all the essential decision makers understand the GPF and the role of an Align process to improve learner performance. Second, these decision makers agree on the priority components to analyze and the data they will collect. Third, collect data to understand how the selected components align to the GPF and each other. This work is the main portion of the Align process. Finally, the Align team presents the gaps and opportunities identified through the process to the essential decision makers. Let's look at a specific case from Djibouti. In 2020, the Ministry of Education began developing the country's education sector plan and an early reading program funded by USAID. Key decision makers were educated about the Align process and opted to include it in their design for reading, grades 1 through 5. Ministry representatives and USAID implementing partners chose to focus on all 4 components of the Align process. An Align team collected data through workshops structured around the questions in USAID's Align guidance document for each component. The answers provided during these meetings helped identify next steps based on the Align guidance document. The results and next steps were presented to the essential decision makers in the final step of the process. Based on the results, Djibouti's Ministry of Education revised its curriculum, teaching and learning materials, teacher training, and assessments to better align with global standards. To learn more about the Align process and how it can be used in different countries, visit the Align Help Desk on the edulinks.org website.